So we're here at the Javits Center in New York City at the New York Times Travel and Trade Show, and Laurin is up there right now in a cooking contest, and that behind me is Shaun O'Neale, Season 7 winner for Masterchef. So let's watch the fun. I'm Matt.
I'm Laurin.
We are YAH
Adventures.
We are in New York City for the New York Times Travel and Trade Show at the Javits Center. We had an amazing experience there. Laurin is here to tell you about it.
We had a chance to go to Taste of the World, and they had different demonstrations there. And one of the demonstrations was to see Masterchef Season 7, the winner, Shaun O'Neale. And in the description of it, it said that 4 contestants were going to do a mystery box cooking competition.
We just wanted to go watch, is all we wanted to do. We were walking into the venue, and just as we round the corner, there's Shaun.
And I just immediately said, "Hey, Shaun."
And he said, "How's it going?" Turned out to be a really, really cool guy.
And then he asked me if I wanted to cook. And he kept saying, "You can cook? You should do it, you should do it." And I said, "No, I would get way too nervous and probably really mess up."
Yeah. And, we were really afraid that she was going to be embarrassed, but Shaun persisted, right?
I said, "Okay, I'll try." And he said, you could even win a Masterchef apron. That would be exciting. But I don't know about my culinary skills.
If you enjoy going on adventures with us and want to do us a solid, give us a big old thumbs up and share this video. We'd also really appreciate it if you click that big red subscribe button. And if you click that bell, you'll get notifications whenever we go on new adventures. Now back to the show. What's in the box?
I kind of know what I would do in this case, so I would probably use most of the ingredients on the board. But it's really...
It's up to them.
It's up to them. So let me run you through what you have. So up front, your protein is going to be Arctic char. I'll talk to you guys a little bit about the sustainability of Arctic char as we move through. You have onions, which are some of the most sustainable ingredients that we have. We have red onion and yellow onion. We have some kale, some Brussels sprouts, some garlic, some lentils, some popcorn, a little wrench in the game, and I think that rounds it out.
What you're all competing for is a white MasterChef apron. The winning dish will receive their very own MasterChef apron. Okay?
And what I've taken away from actually volunteering and doing the experience is that if something is available to you while you're on your travels that is unique or fun, or you think, "Oh, I would never do that, but I want to do that," do it. Don't let the time pass you by, because life is too short, and you should always do whatever your heart's desire.
So you look pretty poised up there. Were you nervous at all?
I was nervous when I first got up there, and then once they started the clock to start cooking, I was a little shaky. And then once I got an idea in my head of what I wanted to make within about 2 minutes, I was in the zone. I wasn't even thinking about anything else except what I was going to make and how I was going to season it.
All right, so we've already got some breaking down of some food starting to happen. We've got some Brussels sprouts coming out over here.
Laurin she's a good cook. I'm curious to see what she does with this. You got it, sweetie. You're awesome. Look at her go, Shaun. It's my wife up there.
Oh.
Have a seat.
Thank you very much. Excuse me. So your wife is up. This is your wife here.
Beautiful woman there in the blue shirt, yes.
Wow. And tell me, what is it about MasterChef that she loves?
Well, we both love food. She likes to cook. We both love food, and we love the competition.
That's fantastic. Well, good luck.
And who's your favorite winner?
I think Shaun's my favorite winner.
Yes. Okay. Good point. Yeah,
that was self-promotion.
That was politically aimed as well. That's fine.
It's kind of perfect because the clock's right behind her.
We've got Brussels sprouts going in. It looks like everybody's working on breaking down some garlic right now. So we've got 3 of our 4 contestants working on breaking down some garlic. We've got lentils cooking on both stations down here.
You did something different with the Brussels sprouts than everybody else. You want to talk about that?
Sure, I thought, I could just roast them. That would be the typical thing to do. Then I thought, no, maybe I'll start slicing these up and do like a little Brussels sprout and kale salad. I started out cooking some onions and garlic just because I knew it would smell good. And then I really wasn't sure what I was going to do with the onions and garlic, because you can't really put onions and garlic on salmon. And so I thought, well, I'll just cook this up, let it smell good, get some good flavors in the pan. And then I realized I could put it in the salad to help add flavor and another dimension to the warm kale and Brussels sprout salad. I did use honey. I put it in the warm Brussels sprout and kale salad, and it enhanced the flavor profile.
Very cool. Let's watch and see what Shaun thought of your dish.
Brussels sprouts were another one back in the day.
Oh yeah, everybody hated Brussels sprouts.
Never cooked with Brussels sprouts, and now everyone's cooking with Brussels sprouts.
The secret to Brussels sprouts is to burn them a little bit, just to give a little bit of char to them. How's everything going down here, guys? So we got a nice little chiffonade going on our Brussels sprouts. All right, some garlic and onion cooking, some lentils going away down here.
Well, my wife does that, so that's good.
Yeah, just the top of it.
17 minutes to go, everyone. 17 minutes to go.
I love watching my wife cook.
We won't hold them to such a high standard on the plating and presentation as we do on the flavor. But it's definitely part of it. It's definitely part of it.
Absolutely key.
So when you're on Masterchef, that that you just heard, that's really what you're fighting for to hear from Gordon Ramsay. You kind of forget that there's a $250,000 prize up for grabs, and all you want to hear is Gordon Ramsay go, because the other side of that is not so friendly. So, how did your lentils come out? Pretty good? You only need one plate, so. You have 12 minutes to go. So, what you guys don't see is as soon as we finish filming, Gordon Ramsay and the other judges go around and they taste things that are at your station. They don't take anything off of your plate, but they'll taste around your station. So that's how, when they come back into the kitchen, when the contestants are there, they already know who the top 3 are, really, before they get into the plate. So they know who they want to call down. So that's one of the little tricks of Hollywood, if you will, that the judges are always kind of going around tasting and seeing, you know, if technique is right, if flavors are right. And at the end of the day, we're talking about Gordon Ramsay, right? So Gordon can tell if something is right from across the room, if something is prepared properly from across the room. He knows if you're doing a technique incorrectly from, you know, wherever he may be in the kitchen.
I'm suitably impressed by the level of calm on stage. There's not even an ounce of perspiration that I can see from here.
No, I'm sweating more than these guys.
I am too.
So just a note on cooking with crispy skin fish. So generally I cook the fish almost all the way through with the skin side down. When I flip it, I'm just really going to touch the fish on the flesh side. So I want that skin to have as much contact for as much time to get it really, really super crispy. All right, guys, you're coming up on 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go. All right, so we got some lentils coming out down here, and this is a what would you call? Is this a Brussels sprout salad?
Yes, a Brussels sprout.
Warm Brussels sprout salad. Gotcha. It looks great.
What about on this side? How many people wish they were up on stage right now? Taking this on? Yes, here we go.
Come back tomorrow. We're doing this all again at noon.
There is a MasterChef apron to be won today.
So Abdallah just asked how I applied. So for MasterChef. So my season they had open casting calls. They usually do it. Well, every season they have open casting calls. They usually do it in between 12 and 15 cities around the country. So when you have to take a dish down, and you basically are in a room with like 40, 50 other MasterChef hopefuls, and you have 3 minutes to plate your dish, and then they come around and they tell you they will taste it if they feel so inclined. Some of the food is not so great in those very, very early rounds. So they tell you they'll taste it if they're so inclined, and then you continue moving on through the process of like screen tests and things of that nature. And then you start sending in recipe after recipe after recipe after recipe over about the course of a year. Is about how long it takes from that first audition to getting on the show, and then you get that nice email that says, "Hey, you're coming out to LA," and then that's when the real fun starts.
Coming up on 2 minutes to go, everyone. Now, when we get down to 10 seconds, I expect this room to erupt with a 10-second countdown. Okay?
Look at my wife kicking ass. I love her. I love her so much. Look at her go.
Sustainability, my
So
friend.
proud of her.
30 seconds to go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. That's my wife's
2,
That's her
1.
right.
Hands up!
Hands up!
Good job, guys.
It was pretty surreal being up there at first. Well, actually, it was pretty surreal being up there the whole time. I really loved it, and I loved the cooking, and I loved interacting with the other contestants. We all, at the end, tasted each other's dishes, and they were all quite good.
Lauren's plate.
Let's give this one a try. So coming down to Laurin.
So I have pan-seared char and a Brussels sprout and warm Brussels sprout and kale salad. I'm really nervous. And a little bit of lentil.
All right, so
Yeah, chef,
I
yeah.
think you're hiding something from me.
Wherever.
It's not too bad.
It's suntanned.
It's suntanned. It's not too bad, but it's crispy. It's still crispy on the sides. You know, it's a little burnt, but it comes in at the very end, so it's not that bad. It's not as bad as you thought it was. I would have still served it up, right? Be confident. Send it. Yeah, no, it's not bad. Like, you look at it, you don't get that burnt flavor, or charred flavor, but you do get the crispiness of it, so.
Probably needed a little bit longer. The flavor's nice though. Once again, I have the flavor in there. It's good. Now, overall, I think you put up a very good dish. And to Shaun's points, yes, don't be afraid about hiding. I think the salmon, I've still got some of that flavour sitting on my palate after trying everything else. So that stands up very well. Salmon, the Arctic char, I've got to get my head around this now, seriously.
Arctic char.
Lentils, yeah, great flavour, but for me, slightly younger.
I actually like the Brussels sprouts. The Brussels sprouts are probably my favorite thing on the dish, and maybe my favorite bite yet. So you got a little bit of heat in there, a little bit of acid in there. It's great. Obviously, we've already addressed the Arctic char. Lentils do need a little bit, but you did get them to where there's no crunch in the middle, and that's a good thing. I mean, that's 35 minutes cooking those lentils to almost done. Almost done. My godson loves lentils, and I think he'd be happy with this. So.
Great job, Laurin. Well done.
And that's when everything went south. We didn't come to the New York Times Travel and Trade Show intending to make a video. So when we ran into Shaun O'Neale from Masterchef, all I had was my outdated phone. And right when Laurin was announced the winner, I had inconceivably messed with the settings to the point that it wasn't recording sound. As such, the final minutes of our video looked like a silent movie. But we do get to see Laurin win her apron, and we do get to see her bringing the rest of her dish to the audience for me to eat, so all's well that ends well. My most important takeaway, wherever we go and whatever we do, we must always be camera ready.
All right, so now we're going to get ourselves something to eat. We're thinking Mexican. Margarita Saloon is what we're going to try out.
That looks like a great place. Maybe I'll even try a margarita.
You can always go to Facebook and follow us at YAH Adventures, Y-A-H Adventures, or you can go to Instagram and follow us at mattandlaurin. Also, be sure to visit our website, which is yahadventures.com. Thank you for watching.
See you soon.
Right. We are in New York City for the New York Times Travel and Trade Show at the Anyway, we were walking into the rolling.
Good. No.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Oh, we're rolling? No.
Yeah. Anyway, we were walking into the
Venue.
Anyway, we were
Venue.
So this is our delicious food that I'm not allowed to eat because Lauren's over there taking pictures for Instagram.
Wait till you see the picture.
As you can see, I'm halfway through my meal. She's still